time.
In Lime, Ohio.
And why did you pick the wax?
Because that's where I wanted to go.
Wonderful. Can you recall your first couple of days in the service? Talk a little bit about your enlistment, where you went.
Well, I went to Columbus to be sworn in. And it was uneventful, just a regular physical and so forth.
And where did you go from Ohio?
To Daytona Beach.
And at Daytona Beach, what was it like?
It was all right. It was nice and warm.
And did you get your training there?
Yeah, I got motor transport there.
Great. And tell me, when you arrived, were you greeted warmly?
No.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we got there in the middle of the night. We went across the bridge and got there in the middle of the night. And the gal that had to pick us up wasn't too happy about it. And she was nasty as could be. They took us in and plopped us down. We didn't know where we were going. But we finally made it.
And how many ladies arrived with you that night?
I don't know.
Over 50?
No. It was a small amount.
Like a dozen?
Yeah, if it was that.
Okay. And the next day when you woke up, did you have great instructors?
Did I have what?
Did you have great instructors? Teachers?
Yeah. The Army ones, that's all I can tell you.
All right. And how would you describe your training? Was it very thorough?
Oh, yes, it was very thorough.
And you learned to be a driver, correct?
Yep.
And what were you driving?
Well, I drove a staff car. I drove a 1.5-ton truck.
Wow.
Jeeps. I guess that was about it.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the date. It was around 1943 when you were enlisted?
Yes.
And was it around the fall? Do you recall?
No, it was in the spring, I think.
In the spring. And this was during World War II, of course. And after Daytona Beach, where did you go from there?
Went up to Camp Edwards in Massachusetts.
And what was your first job or assignment?
My first job was, well, I came up there, I don't know, I can't remember whether I had my training, transportation training there, or, well, anyway, I came up to Camp Edwards, and the first thing I did was first thing that happened to me when I got up there, they put me in the station hospital.
Oh gosh, why?
Well, that's the Army. Do things. After I'd had my training for motor transport, they put me in the hospital.
And that was
as
your
a ward girl.
Okay.
And I hated it. Oh, did I hate it. And then finally, when I just started to like it, whoop, back to motor transport. That really happened, too.
Oh, that's funny. And what would you say was your most memorable experience?
Driving a truck down to Chatham twice a day.
And what did you do there? Were you driving someone or something?
No, laundry. Took a load of dirty down and brought a clean load back.
All right. And were you awarded any medals or citations?
Yeah, safe. What was that?
Like driver proficiency?
Driving medal.
Very good. And talk a little bit.
Good conduct too.
In good conduct?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great. Talk about, did you make friends while you were in the service?
Oh, yeah, I had quite a few friends. One especially was Martha Smith.
Wonderful. And talk a little bit, now you were far away from home. Did you keep in touch with your family?
Oh, yes, I did. Went home every chance I got.
And what was the food like on the base?
Good most of the time.
And were there plenty of supplies?
Yeah.
And what did you do for good luck? All right, next question. How did people entertain themselves on the base?
We put on little skits over in the day room, and we did this and that, and we had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good. And how about, did you get any entertainers coming to the base? Movie stars or singers?
Yeah, I think Jane Wyman came once. I don't know if you remember her or not.
Yes, yes.
She was married to Ronald Reagan.
Probably at the time, too. Was there anything particularly humorous on the base? No? Anything unusual ever happen? No? Did you pull pranks on others?
No.
Did you have pranks pulled on you?
No.
How about your officers? I understand you were the first New England battalion of WAACs to become WACs. How about those senior officers? Were they good to everyone?
They were nice.
Did you keep a journal while you were in the service?
No.
Oh, okay. And do you recall the date that your service ended?
No, what was it? 1945?
45.
I think September 1945, around there.
And what would you say was the thing that you missed the most about the service when you were discharged?
My friends that I made.
And did they come from all around the country?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. And what would you say the best relationship was?
The one with Martha.
With Martha. And did you keep in touch with her over the years?
Yes, I did, until her death.
Oh, that's marvelous. And now that you were more mature and you look back at those years on the base, what would you say you would have done differently?
Nothing.
Nothing. Was it a great experience?
Yeah.
What were the things that you missed the most when you were in the service?
My family.
Did your family ever get to come to the base?
Yeah, Ann did. My sister Ann
Your sister
came.
Ann? Oh, that was great. And when you were driving the trucks, what was the hardest assignment that you ever had?
Oh, no.
Was it the big trucks?
1.5 tons.
Wow. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to pause you.
Is that over with now?